Good morning, students. This is your history lesson. Students, as you know that we have started chapter 3, the Indus Valley Civilization. And from this chapter, we have read page number 11 and 12. Today, we will start reading of page number 13 and I'll explain you what is written here. So, you are required to open page number 13 and read this page with me so that you may be able to understand more clearly. Students, here is a topic: city dwellers and master urban planners. Who were city dwellers and master urban planners? The Indus Valley civilization was an ancient civilization along the lower Indus River. Another name for this civilization is the Harappan civilization of the Indus Valley in the reference to its first excavated city of Harappa. So we will read about Harappans. The Harappans built big cities entirely with bricks which were sun-baked and kiln-fired. Kiln-fired, a large oven for baking bricks and pottery. So, students, town planning is the unique feature of Indus Valley civilization. Their town planning proves that they lived a highly civilized and developed life. Indus people were the first to build planned cities with a scientific drainage system. The Indus cities were built on an uniform plan. The streets were paved and wide with well-lit, brick-lined sewerage ducts underneath. Ducts, a tube or passageway in a building or machine for air, liquid, cables, etc. So, the streets were straight and cut each other at right angles. They were 13 to 34 feet wide and were well lined. The streets and roads divided the city into rectangular blocks. And what about drainage system? One of the most remarkable features of the Indus Valley civilization is that the city was provided with an excellent closed drainage system. Each house had its own drainage and soak pit, which was connected to the public drainage. Brick-lit channels flowed through every street. They were covered and had manholes at intervals for cleaning and clearing purposes. Toy carts in terracotta and bronze and ox-drawn wagons testify that wheeled transport was used. So, students, many small carts made of clay have been found at Indus Valley sites. Archaeologists believe that they were probably toys for children. And since no full-sized carts have ever been found, these small toys give us an idea of what real carts might have looked like in an Indus Valley town. And this is a wheel from a toy cart found at Mohenjo-daro. You can see the picture. Examples of public walks on a large scale are found in the Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro, which is like a medium-sized swimming pool with steps going down at each end and carefully sealed with bitumen. So students, what is Great Bath? The Great Bath is one of the best known remarkable structures among the ruins of the ancient Indus Valley civilization. This is the earliest public water tank in the ancient world, which indicates that it was used for holding water. Many scholars have suggested that this huge deep bath could have been a place of ritual bathing or religious ceremonies. And what is bitumen? Bitumen, a black sticky substance such as tar used for making roads and roofs. So students, what is the most striking feature in Mohenjo-daro? The most striking feature in Mohenjo-daro is the Great Bath. It consists of a large quadrangle. In the center, there is a huge swimming pool, approximately 39 feet long, 23 feet wide, and 8 feet deep, with the remains of galleries and rooms on all four sides. It has a flight of steps at either end and is fed by a well situated in one of the adjoining rooms. So, the most striking feature in Mohenjo-daro is the Great Bath. The two-story houses had a public water supply. The cities were divided into residential and official areas and are examples of excellent urban planning. John Key, a British historian, says clearly Harappan settlements were not just India's first cities and townships, but its first, indeed the world's first planned cities and townships. So students, people of Indus Valley civilization built houses and other buildings by the side of roads. They built terraced houses of burnt bricks. Every house had 2 or more rooms. There were also more than one storied houses. The houses were designed around an inner courtyard and contained pillared halls, bathrooms, paved floors, kitchen, well, etc. By 2600 BCE, the Indus Valley civilization covered the largest geographical area ever, as numerous, great in number, places have been discovered since the excavations began. Excavation in archaeology, excavation is the exposure, processing and recording of archaeological remains. So, by 2600 BCE, the Indus Valley civilization covered a large geographical area where such processing and exposition and recording had been discovered. Many things and many historical things about this city were discovered. These sites were found in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Further north near the Ox River in Afghanistan, near the Iranian frontier with Balochistan, and along the Makran coast. Fort Dirawar on the desert frontier with India, Jammu, and in India at Gujarat, Rajasthan, and in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. So, students, these are the places, these are the sites where the ancient civilization, the remains of Indus civilization have been discovered. And these sites are Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, which is capital, which is the province of Pakistan. Further north, near the Ox River in Afghanistan, along this river, which is situated near Afghanistan, near the Iranian frontier with Balochistan, and along the Makran coast. Another area and other site is discovered along the Makran coast, that is also the part of Pakistan. Fort Dirawar on the desert frontier with India, that desert is located with India. Jammu is occupied state, and in India at Gujarat. In India there is a place in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. So these are famous and important sites as according to the remains of ancient civilization. Got it? Clear, students? So this is your lesson for today. I hope you have got something from this lesson. Thank you for listening. Take care. Allah Hafiz.